Yeah, right. Well, I'm here. Yeah, video. This guy, whatever he is, the Rosenarek guy. I remember I did it one time, pronounce his name right, but not this time. Anyway, all right, well, I'll upload his video while we're talking here. Yeah, his first video, his gripe was that we can't be obliged to take responsibility for the causation that surrounds our existence. So if we allow people to drink and drive, somehow it's not our fault that they kill people. And of course it is. It's not that big a deal to take responsibility and say, okay, you're going to allow something to happen, you're responsible for it happening. I mean, that's not exactly something you can call unfair. To connect cause and effect is about as fair as you can get. So that's just so bogus. We are responsible. There's trade-offs. We're conceding. Okay, we like this liberty thing, and there's a trade-off for the liberty thing, which means that you're going to let people be assholes, and there's a consequence for that. But don't pretend you didn't do it. If you open your door and let your pit bull out, and he kills somebody, well, you're responsible, fucker. Even if he wasn't a pit bull, even if it was a chihuahua, and he bites somebody in the neck, it's still your dog, jerk. You let it out of the house. So we're all responsible for anything that we do, anything we don't stop, anything we don't do. If we don't jump on the grenade and 5 million people die, well, it's our fault because we should have jumped on the grenade. If we had any capacity to know that jumping on the grenade was the right thing to do. If we had foreknowledge that 5 million people are going to die if we didn't jump on it, well, then we suck. I mean, it's just that simple. You suck. You're responsible. It's just so weaselly to say it's not your fault. What a pile of crap. So anyway, here's his next attempt at evading the subject, which is, take responsibility for the reality of your existence. The fact of your existence is you're very expensive. $1 billion animals. Well, look, if I said tomorrow, all right, I invent the thing, whatever, okay, the graviton chain reaction bomb, all right, and all we have to do is hit a button, and the planet Earth blows into a zillion little pieces in less than a millisecond. So in less than one millionth of a second, the entire thing is particulated. All right? Now, we're not pressing the button. We put a little cage over the button so nobody can press the damn button. And then we have to assess. Well, now we've decided that we're going to force everything to live. All right? We've made the decision. We're saying we have the ability that it not live, and not making a decision often is the same thing as making a decision. If you choose not to do something you can do, which is keep the door closed so your dog doesn't get out, you're responsible. I mean, it's just bullshit to say, I'm not responsible. Sure, you're responsible, fucker. Ugh, damn phones. People. Hello? Yeah? Oh, go to hell. Yeah, it's Chris Price with Hudson. Fuck you. Oh, these goddamn brokers are getting desperate. I haven't had any money for 25 years, and these fuckers on Wall Street are still too stupid to figure out they shouldn't call me. Fuck you, Chris. Fuck you, Chris Hudson. Chris Hudson. Fuck you. Yeah. Fuck you, Chris. Hey, I'm on the federal do not call list, Chris Hudson. Alright? So go to hell. Anyway, back to business.
Fatalist arguments are from the perspective of the imperative to alleviate suffering. As such, they only appeal to compassionate people.
No, the argument is about imposition. Okay, look, an anti-natalist argument has been made. Okay, the fail-safe is you don't screw with this thing. All right, it's dangerous. And the fail-safe is absolutely no harm is done by not having consciousness. Mars is perfectly not crying. It's not in pain. It's not suffering. The only time there's an initiative to get in your ambulance or get in your fire truck and go rescue something is if there's something in danger. Well, there's nothing in danger. There's no harm being done. There's no growling stomach that provokes you to go to Dunkin' Donuts here. There's absolutely no rational initiative that needs to be done here. Everything is fine in the rest of the universe where no sentience exists. We don't feel any compulsion to rush out there and place a little sentient creature in the storms of Saturn. All right? There's nothing compelling us to do that because there's no rational initiative. There's no rational cause to be served by such a stupid act. Nothing can be accomplished by doing it. Nothing. All right? And the very same equation applies to our existence. That's argument one. That is the math argument, the Benatarian simple argument that there's nothing to be gained. Your fail-safe is leave it the frig alone. You only open the door to harm, deprivation, need, want, desire, and horrible pain by opening this door. The second argument is, it's an imposition, you idiot. You initiate it. You give birth to it. You create it. You play friggin' God. And then you assume that the thing you create is going to be as dumb as you. Is going to be as hungry as you. It's going to want to eat dirty diapers. All right? That's the literal truth here, is that you pigs wallow in this fucking cesspool of harm, suffering, grotesque idiocy, and then you expect other intelligent beasts to show up and say, oh yeah, that makes sense. No, from my perspective, you're drooling motherfucking aliens on planet shit fuckier, okay? And you know, I wouldn't want my worst enemy to live your fucking disgusting insectoid life. All right, that's argument number two. Argument number three, I don't remember at the moment.
And for those that would have had kids, but for being convinced by antinatalists, of which I am skeptical that there's an overwhelming number.
Oh, well, so that means something. Oh, there's only one or two of you, so I guess we could just ignore that philosophy, right? Because I'm a philosopher. You're really turning into a motherfucking cunt idiot. You're making an argument this dumb, the argument from popularity. All right, well, I guess most of America's Christians, so let's just get the rest of those non-Christians the fuck out of there because they're fucking retarded. Let's put them in an insane asylum. Let's put them in a retardatorium, right? Because they must be wrong. Because the majority knows what's right. Oh, you're so fucking lame.
They would have to be care a lot about the suffering of other people in order to be persuaded against having children.
Oh, look, if they were logical, okay, they would understand that their own suffering, all they'd have to be able to do is figure out their own suffering. If they can figure out that they're capable of being harmed, if they can look into the world and see lives they wouldn't want to live for $1 million or $1 billion, then that's all the fucking information they need to do the simple math saying, gee, why would I subject something to the risk of having to live like that? Oh, I wouldn't want to be born with my encephalitis or, you know, some other chronic disease and problem. Oh, so why would I why would I pull a straw for somebody else and then hand it to them and say, here you go, fella. Have the life I wouldn't live. Yeah, that's how much logic you need. Yeah, fucking 4 sentences. Yeah, oh, wow, oh, God, oh, that just, holy shit. You need a university degree to figure that out.
So the problem with that is that this requires that almost 100% of people jump on board with this. And
no, it doesn't. Almost 100%? No, I think, God, in democracies, at worst, you need 75% to write a constitution. In 66, I guess, technically. Yeah, that's all you need. Okay? Right now, the majority is telling the minority of cigarette smokers they have to pay $4,000 or $5,000 a year in taxes to smoke cigarettes in their own house. Yeah. I don't hear anybody complaining. It's just those few. Oh, there's only a couple of them. So yeah, let's fuck them over.
And care about the suffering of other people enough to end the human race.
And the slavery. Yes, that's right, the slavery of a segment of the human race that's going to be smarter than you turds. You silly, frivolous, fuck-witted, idiotic turds.
Now, that would require that virtually everybody be the deeply compassionate sort.
Again, well, where'd you get this virtually everybody number from? Again, what law has ever been written where it required virtually everybody? Did virtually everybody agree with the laws against slavery? Did virtually everybody vote for women to vote? Did virtually everybody do these things? No, they didn't virtually everybody, did they? That's right. If we want to, right now we have laws about what you can do and what you can't do to animals. Did virtually everybody agree with those laws? No.
That could be persuaded by anti-natalist arguments. And I think we have no reason to think that there are that many people out there.
Again, who cares how many people there are? This is about a logical argument, you jackass, and you're not making one, which is substantially has me disappointed and revolted that I even pointed to you as somebody who has a little bit of a fucking brain, because this is the lamest of the lame arguments. Creationists even know this is a lame argument. And you can't figure out the argument from popularity is as lame as the fucking lame get?
That we have that incredible, overwhelming majority of people that care absolutely deeply for other people's suffering. If we did have that ridiculous, overwhelming majority of people...
Oh, whatever. Again, this isn't about whether people care about other people's suffering. This is about whether people understand what they're caught up in. Alright, that's all it is. It's psychology. Most people watching sports don't know they're humiliating themselves. They don't realize they're humiliating themselves with this idol worship nonsense. That they ought to find something real to give a shit about in their life. So it's all just a head game. It's all about a few little tiny memes. Little tiny ones. Alright, this is like being back in the slave days, and you're explaining to the slave owner, look how stupid this is. Don't you understand that these are consciousnesses, and that you can't win by torturing them, you stupid fuck? I mean, it's not complicated. It takes a little tiny bit of insight to get this.
With that compassionate, the vast majority of suffering would have been eliminated anyway. So it just strikes me as pointless almost by definition.
Oh, right. We haven't made any progress in the 10,000 years humans have existed. They haven't figured out any of this moral ground at all, this ethical equation stuff. Right? We're still smearing sheep blood over our fucking doorways. Yeah. Fuck you.
Because if we had the resources, i.e. compassion, to pull it about, to bring it about, it wouldn't really be so necessary.
Well, it's always going to be so necessary, because for your stupid existence right now, at least 1 billion sentient creatures, that's my estimate, is being forced to run a stupid, idiotic gauntlet for absolutely no fucking function or purpose, just to satisfy your compulsion to continue your stupid twat existence. That's right. That's the price tag for your stupid, idiotic, moronic contemplations on the subject of antinatalism, where you can't even muster a little bit of logical integrity.
This, Holocausts and famine and all those things that are preventable aside, we just had earthquakes and birth defects. Unless you...
Yeah, so let's all just sit on our asses and not think about it and not do anything about it, not argue about it, because somehow it is the way it is and it can never be any different. Gee, how insightful.
Still think that life would not be worth living. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway, fuck you, idiot. Fucktard, retard, fucknut, useless pile of fucking shit. Shit. An idiot.